Hi everyone, so I have Connie here, the president of CAST for this year. They're having an amazing event this Saturday, and if you haven't heard about it already, it's called xoxo. I know I've been hearing a lot about the theme, which is Alice in Wonderland, but tell me a little bit more, like what do we do? Do we get dressed for it, or?
Well, we're transforming the example into Wonderland.
Ooh,
basically. That's
okay.
why our theme is not just Alice in Wonderland, so it's not Alice going to Wonderland. We're telling you down the rabbit hole. So basically, we're all going down the rabbit hole. And then for dressing up, like I would love if you could be creative with the dress. Obviously, I don't expect you to wear costumes or anything. It's still a ball. So like I want you to dress with the theme. If you want to do Mad Hatter, for instance, you could have a tiny hat or a big top hat on your head, depending on what you feel like. If you're dressing as the cat, for instance, you could have the cat ears.
Oh,
you could just have, yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you could even have none of that, and they could just be like very artistic, like have
some cool makeup.
Okay. Or like some things in your hair. It just really depends. Something mystical. You don't actually have to pick a character, but be colorful. You know, you could win a 1-for-50 voucher if you actually dress the theme.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So I got the theme that is Alice in Wonderland. So what exactly are you guys gonna do for the show? Because like last year we had Family Feud, and like the year before it's kind of different things. So what's gonna happen this year?
Well, you're gonna have to buy a ticket to find out.
I see how it is. Okay.
It's a surprise.
Bye. If you want to find out, you have to be there. How much are tickets?
It's 20 for general and 25 for VIP. That actually is sold out right now. So 20 for regular. 20 for regular, yeah.
All right. Well, this is arguably the best event of the year. Well, actually, I'm planning college ball, so I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here. But it is one of the best events of the year, not gonna lie, so you don't want to miss it. And it's gonna be great, and the committee this year is awesome. They're gonna put on such a good show for you, so be there or be square.
Hi, my name is Javid. I'm with Kara Malone, who is actually in my class, and she is also on the AMSI Society, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about that.
So AMSI stands for the Association of Medical Students in Ireland, and we are the RCSI chapter. There's committees in RCSI, UCD Trinity, Galway, Cork and Queen's in Belfast.
So I guess the society is more as an advocate for the things that medical students want and need.
Yeah, to advertise on behalf of the students, but we're also here to kind of promote public health issues and kind of things that would be of interest to students studying anything in the healthcare industry.
Right. And what's the next event that you all have coming up?
We're going to be running an essay competition. That's our local officer for public health came up with this idea. And the essay is titled, "Should Free Access to Healthcare Be a Human Right?" So applications are open now, we're accepting essays now, and it's going to close on February 15th.
Right, beautiful. What is your stance on that then? Should healthcare be universally free?
I think definitely healthcare is a human right. I think it's completely wrong to not help somebody who is sick and in need because they can't afford it. That just doesn't sit right with me.
Okay, so in terms of looking at the American system of things, then you'd say that they could use some improvements?
I think definitely they could use some improvement. I think everyone could do with a bit of improvement, but definitely they're a prime example.
I have a question now, like with respect to the AMSI, as it represents not just the Irish students obviously, but all the students, foreigners for example, in medical schools. What do you think is the case where a lot of foreigners, they don't get places in Ireland? Do you think that anything can be done to help this, or is it that there's not enough resources to fund these foreign students?
It's interesting because for anybody that doesn't know, as an Irish student, you get first choice basically on the jobs, and then they go down via EU citizens and then outside the EU. So it's all based on your ranking, but it's also based on where you're from. So while there are pros and cons to this, there's pros to it in that the Irish government wants to keep their Irish students here.
And that's understandable.
They don't want us all running off to America or Canada, and they want to try and give us an incentive to stay. But at the same time, there are an awful lot of international students here, not just in RCSI, across all of the medical students.
Yeah.
And you guys largely fund the campus. Your fees are much higher than the Irish student.
Yeah.
So in some ways I kind of think, you know, there should be something to give back to you guys and say, okay, thank you for choosing Ireland and coming here. And we'd love to have you, especially if you're a product of an Irish medical school, you know?
Yeah. I hope somebody from the HSE sees this.
Yeah, I think we just need a bit more we need a bit more debate on it. I don't think it's really talked about.
Yeah.
I think people kind of just accept that that's the way it is rather than actually questioning it.
Well, I hope somebody sees this and gives me a job. I appreciate it.
Please keep him here.
Is there anything else you want to add about RC or what it is, what you hope to achieve, anything like that?
So the one that I'm particularly really excited about is going to be done in collaboration with Pride Sock and with the Transgender Equality Network in Ireland. And what we're going to do is on November 12th, we'll be holding a workshop teaching to students, healthcare professionals, anyone that's interested, all about transgender healthcare, providing healthcare to transgender people.
Would you hope that RCSI, with the new curriculum development, because for those who don't know, they're actually redesigning the curriculum and bringing in a step 2. So do you think that they should focus a little more on different, like transgender?
Yeah, I mean, RCSI is already great for their stance on diversity. Like, I think it's great that throughout my 5 years here, we have been taught, you know, always acknowledge somebody's religion and their culture when you're offering them healthcare. You don't want to offend somebody. They may not agree with the treatment plan that you are offering them. But I think this is something that is grossly under talked about. You know, how do you go about a patient who's sick and they identify as a different gender? So if I identified as male but I still have my ovaries, I could get ovarian cancer, but I identify as male. So how would you go about that? And I just think that's something that is really sensitive and should be taught in a better way when it's not taught at all at the moment.
Being that we're in a very diverse institution with a lot of people with different opinions, for a lot of these students, they might feel like, for example, transgender or gay rights, it goes against their religious beliefs or their personal cultural beliefs. Do you think that these people should still be made to attend these classes and have that understanding about how to treat transgender people, even though they might not want to?
I'm a really strong believer of each to their own, you know. What I do in my life doesn't affect you, what somebody else does doesn't affect me. But absolutely I do appreciate that there are people where their beliefs are really, really strong and they would be very offended by certain things. So that's why I kind of like the way that we're bringing in a workshop, because it's totally optional. You have to sign up to it.
Right.
So if it's something you are interested in and you want to know about providing healthcare to transgender people, then totally come along. And again, if it's not something for you, if it's something that you're really against, you don't have to come. You know, I absolutely appreciate that everybody has an opinion, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But from my standpoint, I think that transgender people need more representation, and from my own personal point of view, I'm really excited about this event.
All right, well, you all seem like you're taking it in the right direction, so thanks very much.
Yeah,
I appreciate
thank you so
taking
much
the
for
time.
having us on.
Hey everyone, so today we have Ali from BJJ Society, and do you want to tell us a little more about what BJJ is?
So basically BJJ is a wrestling, so Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's basically wrestling, you take it to the ground, and then the ground there's a lot of like locks and chokes and a lot of different nasty things. Yeah! The first time ever, RCSI students are fighting in the sports hall.
Okay, and when's that?
That is November 12th, so
November 12th.
Tuesday week.
Okay,
Okay,
so
November 12th in the sports hall, 7 to 10.
we'll be there.
So we made a big collab between BJJ and 4 societies, which are charities, the MSF, UNICEF, Red Cross, and Cancer Sock.
Amazing. Okay.
So each team, they have 1 or 2 or 3 fighters,
Right.
and they're gonna represent their charity. Fight each other, boom, 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 fight it out. Whoever comes on top will get all of the money from the tickets. Tickets are €5. They're all gonna go to charity.
Okay.
The winner gonna get 50%, second gonna get 30, and then 10 for the third and fourth.
Okay.
And
Who do you think is gonna win?
oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. A lot of good players.
Yeah.
Yeah, UNICEF have 3 players. MSF have got 3 fighters, but man, the UNICEF fighters are grinding it out.
Really?
Oh, they're working hard,
Guess we'll have to find out who wins.
Yeah, and guys, all of these fighters are they are either total beginners or they have done a little bit of jiu-jitsu before, but not much to qualify as like they're still novice.
Okay.
So the thing is that in 8 weeks, in 8 weeks they started from zero,
Wow.
and they're training and then they're competing now.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're starting beginning of the year, starting competing now.
So if people are still interested in joining BJJ, can they come and join practices still?
Definitely. Tuesday 8 to 10, Saturday 12 to 1.
Okay.
And every other Saturday there is a women's only class.
Okay.
Only self-defense women, so defense from punches, from like popular grabs and stuff like hair pulls and stuff like that. So as a woman's only self-defense class every other Saturday.
You should demo a move or something for the video.
And hi everyone, I'm Ali, and he is on Research Sock.
Yes, Research Skill Sock.
Research Skill Sock, and he just wanted to talk to you all a little bit about what it is. So you want to tell us about the new society that you have?
So guys, it's happening. It has happened, guys. You know, you've done research in your IC3 and maybe, did you do?
Yeah, I did the RSS, the summer school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you did the IC3 as well.
Yeah, the SSC.
Yeah, how did you find it?
I mean, it was a bit difficult because I didn't really know. I was kind of getting thrown in the deep end. I didn't know what was going on exactly, to be honest.
We said, okay, let's get people ready before, work on their skills, so they're sharp already before going to research. So they use that 8 weeks. Instead of you going and having an experience and just saying in your CV, I did the research, with these skills, you can actually get publications or you can get places, you know, build a lot of connections.
So what is the skills exactly that you
So
want to
listen, we spread it into two types. So we have the basic science and we have the clinical skills. Clinical skills is all about like stats, reading, literature and how to reference and how to write abstracts and all these kind of things. Basic science, we went into like basic lab skills, you know, because when you go to a new lab, the first 2 weeks you spend on learning the etiquettes and learning how to grapple with the skills and equipments. But then if you're ready, if you already know, you can just get ahead, you go ahead and get started.
Makes sense.
As well, we will have events. We look at how to network, how to send emails, how to talk to your PI, how to interact.
And in terms of sending emails, is this going to help me as an IC3 student, for example, find a PI to take me? Okay.
Exactly. We have a lot of collaboration with a lot of PIs in RCSI and a lot of the faculty as well. So our events will be a good hub for you to come in and network with these people and get to know them, you know, and build your networking in Ireland. And there are 2 big things that are happening. Oh, actually 3. The basic lab skills. The second one is the innovation competition, is how to deal with healthcare delivery. So big waiting list in Ireland, you know, you have a big waiting list for like MRIs and surgeries and stuff. So how to deal with that, so healthcare delivery. The innovation competition, we have the basic lab skills and we have the START program as well that's happening. We will call it Start a Driving License.
Well done starting the new society, and I wish you all the best.